Welcome to the Mind Crush Palace with your host, the True Party King of Games. Here to share with you my deck profile that I brought to Nationals just a week ago, or by now it's probably 2 weeks, back in Raleigh. Did not get the invite to Tokyo, but that was simply because I didn't practice enough. But the deck that I mad scientist built, in my opinion, could have easily gotten myself that invite as I pursue my path to save humanity with a children's card game. So let's move on. The deck profile to this degenerate deck. Or a Degenerator deck. And I did not lie, the cards start out with Janitor, Shadow, Man, bosses of the whoever Lopter. The names are a lot. Filling out the form with these names was a lot. So you run 3 Lopter, 2 Vala, kind of a brick when you have more than one in your hand at the same time, so we just opt to run 2. 1 Nafalgar, because when you got Lopter out and they try to Feather Duster you, you tag out into Naglfar and he protects your back row. 1 Udgarda, because sometimes you just need to banish something like a Runic Field Spell. 1 Har, because, 2 potentially could be good, but again, we want to minimize the bricks. We don't want to opt for a super heavy Janitor engine, and yeah, he protects against evenly and all that kind of stuff. 1 Mardell, because he searches the boss stage. 1 Trias Heriarcha, she's basically a Generaider because she summons herself during either main phase and can potentially pop and draw 2 by tributing up to 3 fairies, and those 3 fairies would be the tokens you get off of the Generaider boss stage. Generator boss stage is so good. Obviously, it's the whole deck is based around. And then because we really want to protect it, we have 2 special counter traps of Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi, because the tokens are non-effect monsters, so we can indeed have 2 extra copies of Solemn Judgment for free, thanks to that fact. So that is the quarter of the Janitor cards. Now this quarter is the supplemental spell engine. Start with 2 Prospies. You could run 3, but honestly, I was not enjoying bricking on them from time to time when you'd have more than 2 in hand, or 2 in the hand. 2 Pot of Duality. You most of the time special summon on your opponent's turn, not really on your own turn, unless you're like Lopter specialing into Mardell to grab the boss stage. But in that scenario, then yeah, you probably don't even need the Pot of Duality. You already got your full combo. So yeah, then we run 2 Thrust, because with this card you just thrust into Dark Rule, or you thrust into Talents, you thrust into Evenly Matched, or as I like to run, Scoldro di Armi Pari, the Italian version, because yeah, you just wipe the opponent's board for free. And yeah, I main deck Thrust in any deck where a normal spell or normal trap can basically take you full combo, and yeah, Terraforming is that card. Terraforming 100% gets you full combo. And if you get hand trapped on your turn and your opponent has no monsters, no sweat. Just bring in the Metaverse. The Metaverse is so good. Just change it off of any of the opponent's effects to add a card, and yeah, you got boss stage and it just activates right then and there. But let's say you have boss stage and you do have one of the 2 Metaverses. Oh, don't worry, we got you covered. Because we have Set Rotation, Necro Valley, and Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Secret Village of the Spellcasters is so good. Metaverse and Dark Ruler probably are the most cuttable cards in my personal experience, but I really wanted an extra field spell besides just Secret Village that could really just cream the opponent. And yeah, giving my opponent Secret Village off Set Rotation basically just locks them out of field spells completely. Which, yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, that's pretty good. To just completely lock your opponent out of any field spell in the game. And yeah, so those are the supplemental spells. my opinion, pretty good. You know, got me the boss stage when I needed it, and the other cards when I needed them. So now on to the Soul of the Schemer package, which I will have a Scheming Mind Palace question specifically dedicated towards this within the question of, obviously, what is PURE Degenerator? But for this deck just inspired and brought forth what I call the soul of the schemer. Diviner of the Herald, it can send Vol if you've got Generators. It can send Trios Hierarcha if you've got the field spell. But if you have neither of those, or you have already stuff online in that area, and you got some back row maybe you want to like get rid of, maybe you want to draw some cards, then just send Herald of the Arclight, grab. Illusion of Chaos. You think we were just running this map for nothing? No, this boy is so good. So good. Get rid of your bricks. Grab one of your 2 Magician Souls. Bada boom, bada bang. You'll see how good Souls is when I get to the extra deck. But off of Souls, yeah, you could send Illusion of Chaos. You could send Heart. It is a level 6 or higher spellcaster, but what we always try to send, especially if you don't open it in the opener, is 2 Dimension Shifter. Because yeah, opening it up turn 1, yeah, we got some cards like Diviner, the Herald, and Souls that really don't work great under Shifter, but in those situations, you just wouldn't play those. You'd hold those back for round 3. Just sit on your back row and other cards to support you for that turn under Shifter, and yeah, no, you're popping off. You are popping off. Especially my favorite little scheme is when you're up against a deck like Kashtira, that main deck Shifter, you just Souls, send Shifter for cost. You basically tell them, bro, I'm a Shifter deck. You want to side that brick out. You want to side that out game 2 and 3. You don't want that. I ask every single Cash player, they always side it out. They never realize, oh, actually it kind of hurts them. Even though they run it, it does kind of hurt them. Yeah, but they don't know that. They just see it in my deck and think it's a brick, which is all I need. Like, honestly, if I didn't grab this card and send it for cost, and we like finish round 1, didn't actually do this, but I mean, I probably wouldn't really get in trouble if I accidentally fell out of my hand. Oh no, whoops, I gave my opponent too much information. Don't call a judge. Oh my god, this is so bad. Yeah, so moving on. We continue with 2 of our ultimate rare Forbidden Droplets. 2 Condemned Witches, because that's how we grab Droplet, and also Condemned Witch tags out into Lopter during the opponent's turn, so pretty damn good. And since we love foolishing extra deck monsters, we do also run Nadir Servant, Dogmatica, Ecclesia, and Punishment. Yeah. Feel like that is by and large the Soul of the Schemer, the half of the Soul of the Schemer package, I'd say. The other half is what makes the deck truly Degenerator, because we maxed out rarities on Rivalry of the Warlords. There can be only one. We would indeed max out on Gozen if we could, but it is also very good. Max out on Alt Art Skill Drains, because that is max rarity to me, and 3 Judgment, because we really want to protect that back row. Yeah, no, I mean, in this deck, back row is killer for the opponent, and it can kind of sometimes hurt us, but once it kills the opponent, phew, no sweat. Up against a Cash player with Gozen Rivalry, you might think, oh, we flip Gozen ASAP. No. If they have Fenrir, you always flip Rivalry or Tikaboo, whatever card kind of stuns them but doesn't kill them. Make them go through the effort of killing that fun gate, that thing that is making them go, I gotta get rid of that so badly. I will spend all my resources to get rid of that card. And then once they do that, flip the actual card that kills them, and then they're cooked. And yeah, with regards to playing under these floodgates yourself, it is actually really, really easy. I'm going to be going through it when we go through the extra deck. but with regards to the actual Generator monsters themselves, I mean, they all tribute for cost to activate their effects, like Horror, Omni-Negate tributes for cost. Lopter tributes for cost. Even Condemn Witch tributes herself for cost to activate those effects. So you're pretty popping off even under skill drain. And with Lopter, or Lavatane being a fire, you can easily go Lopter, summon Vala, Vala, revive Nafalgar, overlay into Lavatane under a Gozen match. Next, we do also run Jormungandr, and not to mention the fact that his effect to summon this guy, Jormungandr, and attach two materials tributes himself for cost, so it also works under skill drain. Bam! And yes, this guy has no attack because of skill drain when you do that. But if you just attack, then you can just summon Zeus over that, baby. It's fine. You got a 3k beater. And so along with Zeus, we do also run level 9 Dyson Sphere, because under Gozen match, you can pretty much go Trias Hierarcha, Mardel, overlay into number 9 Dyson Sphere, attack directly, or just attack a monster, because his effect allows you to attack directly if the guys are all stronger than him, and then make a Zeus, boom. And then Mirror Logic Aggregator, because we do actually make this guy, and he also foolishes from extra deck, so pretty darn good effect. And he detaches all materials he has and then can reattach from grave, thus activating those graveyard sending extra deck monsters again. Next, we run one Azalea, works really great in this deck. One BLS, because again, it'd just be like a Diviner plus a Souls plus any other Generator, and you make him unaffected or untargeted and undestructible, so really good. Then of course, Bucephalus for punishment. Garura for Nadir Servant and punishment. The only two of we run this entire deck. Elder Entity Entis, off punishment, of course. Then my favorite fusion of all, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Oh. We actually got the token for our entry fee this time, and it was pretty hype, not gonna lie. We never summoned him, even off of Unravel Fist of the Tenyu, but it was a potential. But then, obviously, we run Herald of the Arclight. I already told you about that. But the other two synchros that I love are making Chaos Angel, because Magician's Souls is level 1 Dark. Your Mardel, Trias Hierarcha, and Utgarda are all level 9 Lights. So that means you can make like the ultimate Chaos Angel super, super easily. Then, boom! Of course, we run Ancient Fairy Dragon Ghost Rare, because Diviner the Herald, after sending Herald of Arclight, becomes level 6. Add Illusion Chaos, which adds Souls, Summon Souls, make a level 7 Synchro of AFD, and bam, if you have like Necro Valley or any other field spell on the field, just pew, or your opponent's field, gain 1,000, win in time, and then just add boss stage. So yeah, no, that is the core of the extra deck. It's actually pretty spicy. Whenever my opponent would try to banish something from it, I'd be like, please go ahead. Let's see if you have the right gumption to pick the right cards. So now we're just gonna go into the side deck. This is probably the least creativity came in. 3 anti-spell, obviously, it's really good. But honestly, in this deck, I might cut it for Imperial Ironwall, not gonna lie. 3 Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. Yes, we do run level 9s that we don't want negated and we want to attack with, but if this is the only floodgate we run, we can then just wait a turn, let boss stage bring us another level 9 overlay, or make the BLS monster, and yeah, we're cooking. We're killing Despia, and like Sword Soul or whatever other deck. 3 Imperm, because yeah, it's decent. 2 Regeki, 1 Herald, 1 Duster, and 2 Evenly. The other 2 evenly matched. Of course, these are in English, so I know which ones to side out. And yeah, so here's the main deck and extra deck, or main side and extra deck. I I hope you enjoy this deck profile. This is probably the 6th time I have to record this thing. Please don't fail me this time, phones. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun at Nationals. It was a blast. Crazy experience. What a crazy experience. Going to VIP tables, not knowing where they are, running all over the place, just bodying a bunch of people. Some people had a lot of fun. Some people were really upset. And to be honest, I'm very happy to learn the distinction, because it really goes to show, why are people playing with shiny pieces of cardboard? Why are you playing with a shiny piece of cardboard? That question is the answer to the question of how are we going to save the humanity through Yu-Gi-Oh! Just asking yourself, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why do I feel such joy in smacking down shiny pieces of cardboard? We'll have a whole episode dedicated to that, but I'd say to leave you with something to chew on, especially Squiddy if you're listening to this. Hi, Squiddy. One of my favorite subscribers. Very happy to meet you at Nationals. Yeah, just ask the question, why do I duel? Why do I play this game? Especially, as you go older, it's like, what, shouldn't I be adulting? Shouldn't I be adulting? Honestly, it had to do with childhood trauma. Had a lot to do with childhood trauma personally. And it wasn't until I started getting back into the game and really just unraveling myself that I realized, damn, what am I doing? And just because I made that realization doesn't mean, I just packed it up, quit the game forever, because I feel like that's probably the fear that many people have when they're even asking these questions, is feeling like, if I ask myself any question related to that, I might never want to come back. If you're not willing to risk it all, then do you truly love this game? I felt like I truly loved the game, and that's why I was willing to risk it all. And on the other end, I'm still playing, I'm still enjoying it. If anything, I feel more inspired than ever. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment down below, tell me your thoughts on this deck and everything else that I'm spewing over here. I would be so blessed and would enjoy it so much, and I'll definitely respond to that comment. You can guarantee. You can be my 42nd subscriber if you subscribe too. Oh my gosh. 42 is the answer to the meaning of life, as the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy did tell us. So anyways, I'm here, the true party king of games, signing off.